Good evening and welcome to Time Out with Sports Adda. We are up here for a run fest at the 42nd match. I'm joined here with Bhavik and Rushabh. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Exciting game on our hands, Bhavik. Lucknow going head to head with Mayank. It's a Rahul versus Mayank show tonight.
Well, not just Rahul versus Mayank, but Rahul slash Bishnoi slash Huda versus Punjab. So it's sort of a homecoming for the Punjabi Mundes, and let's see how they fare against their old franchise.
Absolutely. Rushabh, we'll quickly go to the squads, and we know that Punjab has won the toss and elected to field like most other sides. We'll be looking at the Lucknow squad right now. What do you think about this, Rushabh?
I think they are wary of the fact of the kind of power hitters in Punjab. So they have replaced Manish Pandey with Avesh Khan. That gives you an extra bowling option, and they are clearly banking on their top four: Quinton de Kock, KL Rahul, Pandya, Huda to do the job with Badoni and Stoinis and Holder doing the finishers role. So I think this is a settled lineup. KL Rahul spoke earlier of how good all rounders they have, and I think this team is one of the teams with the best all rounders currently going around.
Clearly, with Jason Holder coming at number 7, they really have a big boost and a good balance. Having a look at Punjab, a batting heavy side, Bhavik. They've announced it way at the
Yes.
start. We don't care about how many runs our bowlers give. We are going to give 220. Here's their squad. What do you have to say
Well,
about it?
Well, they've made it clear that even if a wicket falls, they will go for their shots. They'll go for that aggressive intent, and which is very clear while they're batting. But at the same time, the inclusion of Rishi Dhawan, the rest of the side has been the same, which we have seen throughout the tournament. But inclusion of Rishi Dhawan just gives that added advantage of a batter at the slog overs, which you might just need. While Kagiso Rabada, Rahul Chahar, Arshdeep Singh have been phenomenal with the ball. We all know how Arshdeep Singh won them the game against Chennai. And
Yep.
yes, if they'll just look to continue the winning momentum.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be a wonderful match on our hands when these gentlemen go out to head on against each other. And we'll quickly come to the fun segment, of our show where we go ahead and predict for bat ball and the match, and we'll see how it goes at the end of the game. I'll begin with myself. Well, my batting prediction clearly is KL Rahul to score a 50, purely because he's been in some sublime form with an average of 61.3 in 8 matches, leading from the front. I don't see a reason why he should not play against his old side. My second prediction is certain Kagiso Rabada to pick up 3 wickets. I think he's got the goods to deliver, and he knows his place in the Punjab side. He cannot be chosen as a fringe bowler. He's going to go hard at the Lucknow batsmen. And my third and last prediction is Lucknow. The number of sixes they're going to score is going to be more than 9. I think at least 4 of them will be hit by KL Rahul, and I really hope he does. so,
Yes.
yeah, Bhavik, over to yours.
Yes, so my prediction here, he's been, my best batter for LSG, Quinton de Kock. He's been, on and off in his, throughout his IPL journey with Lucknow. But I'm guessing he might just, deliver the goods for Lucknow tonight. So yes, Quinton de Kock is my best batter for Lucknow. While my second prediction here is Rahul Chahar to be the most economical bowler for Punjab Kings. Yes, we've seen what Arshdeep and Kagiso can do, but I guess with the spin and with the pitches drying up now, I guess he'll be a lethal threat to the opposition. While my
Yeah.
final prediction here would be Lucknow to score more than 160 runs. I mean, they know, how to build up an innings. KL Rahul and Quinton de Kock at the top. One stays, one go for his shots, and they have the finishing, power with Marcus Stoinis and Jason Holder. So yeah, I don't see them, falling under 140 or 150, or maybe restricting themselves to a total which can be difficult for the bowlers to defend. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. Over to you, Rishabh.
Yes. So my first prediction. for the batting front of Lucknow is Marcus Stoinis to hit five or more boundaries? I think yes, because clearly with Avesh Khan coming in, you're playing a batter less, and when you're one of the draft pick, I think you have to take that responsibility of scoring runs for your team. And I think a big inning is long due. So Marcus Stoinis to hit five or more boundaries, yes. Coming to my bowling prediction, Arshdeep to concede more than 35 runs, no, because I think everybody's talking highly about the abilities this guy has. He can bowl with the new ball comes at the dead picks wicket, so I expect him to be economical as well. And with long boundaries and the kind of variation he has, he can get a few wickets as well. So I expect him to consider less than 35 runs. And coming to my overall team prediction for Lucknow, LSG's total score at the dismissal. Over 40, under 40, I think over. Because again, KL Rahul to hit a 50, LSG's top batsman Quinton de Kock, we all want the top order to score runs. So I'm just backing you two guys also over there.
Good one there.
Definitely,
Interesting
yes.
one. Interesting one from our experts there. But you're just getting on to the match. Seeing LSG have tightened their screws a little bit, Bhavik. They've dropped the ever so underconfident Manish Pandey. And do you think Marcus Stoinis is set to come in at number three, or would you give Ayush Badoni a chance so that a launch pad is created for Marcus Stoinis in the end?
Well, see, they've been very uncertain about the batting three position. They've always, spoken about how they will give the opportunity to Ayush Badoni top of the order. But with the fact that KL Rahul and Quinton de Kock have been scoring majority of the runs for them top of the order, so it gets difficult to, identify that player who can bat at number three. Batting at number three is very difficult. You can go in on the second ball, or you can either go in the 11th over. So it's always difficult where a person or a player is always under that fire that okay, I just might have to go in, I just have to rotate the strike, might have just go for my boundaries or short. So it's always a confusing thought there. But with Lucknow, they're a bit settled when it comes to this thing. Yes, Manish Pandey has been dropped. Of course, just as you mentioned, he's very underconfident. He's had the not so good times in the IPL.
Yeah.
After he has left Kolkata, he's been very inconsistent with his runs. But yes, I don't see a Marcus Stoinis coming in at number three. But I really feel they can experiment with Krunal Pandya, or maybe with someone else, or maybe a Deepak Huda. So you never know. I mean,
Well, if they come after, if the number three is coming after the 10th over, they definitely get a guy who's hitting those big sixes on this MCA stadium. But Rishabh, coming to you, do you think Punjab will be able to restrict, Lucknow to the bare minimum number of runs? Because clearly there's no due here, and their batsmen can really chase. So, what do you think is a comfortable score they must be looking at as a side which has won the toss and which is trying to restrict the opponent to as many runs as possible?
I think anywhere around 170 plus will be a defendable score because, mind you, this is not a small stadium as Wankhede. So the boundaries are bigger. So you have to bowl well, and those mistimed ones won't even go for those sixes which we otherwise see. So considering that fact, somewhere around 170 looks like a defendable score. And also, if you see, Lucknow have a lot of options in their bowling lineup also with the kind of all-rounders. So that is something which even the Punjab bowlers will have to be wary because the batsmen have to face a variety of bowling lineups. So considering that, anywhere above below 170, I think Punjab will be happy with that.
So I guess one of Bhavik's prediction was Lucknow is going to score more than 160. So I'm guessing, Rishabh, your match prediction is Lucknow. Is that what it is?
It is, yes. I still feel that they have a very good side because Punjab have the tendency of throwing it away at the end. They pull the whole game together, and at the 19th over, you feel that they have just thrown it all away. So I still think Lucknow will be able to hold their nerves and finish on the winning side.
Well, Rishabh, going for the new franchise in IPL today, are we going to see another loggerhead? Bhavik, are you going with
well,
what Rishabh
well,
is saying, or you're supporting Punjab?
Well, see, this is a team which defends well. Lucknow has been very pivotal while defending. The bowlers that they have in their ranks are very experienced, and that is one reason why I want to be with Lucknow. But then again, Punjab has also won 3 out of their 4 matches while defending. So this is a situation where both the teams have their even they are at loggerhead. So I don't see a clear winner
Absolutely.
here. But still, I feel Lucknow might just have that extra edge over Punjab. So yeah,
All right, all right.
it won't be a tussle. I guess it's a handshake there.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely,
So yes,
and I
Lucknow for me
absolutely
as
take
well.
your word for that. So our experts saying that Lucknow is going to make it in spite of losing the toss at the MCA in Pune. Thank you for joining us at Time Out with Sports Adda. We'll catch you in the mid-match innings. Thanks, gentlemen.